wondered about the effect of high uric acid and histamine on cardiac health. High uric acid is a known cardiovascular risk factor. Fructose elevates the histamine, can cause many issues in intolerant people. Any thoughts on diamine oxidase supplements? For the latest in health-related information and ways to save your life, check out the newsletter. I'm not familiar with diamine oxidase. I do have a lot of thoughts on uric acid and the book, The Topic, Dropping Acid. I'm a Perlmutter fan, just like Atia and Dayspring. I'm not a 100% fanboy. I have some concerns. For example, I just get really skeptical anytime someone tries to rewrite prehistory. In other words, they go back to the time before any history was recorded. They make assumptions about it and they tell you how it was. Perlmutter does a lot of that. And it's like fingernails on a chalkboard when somebody starts to do that. We have some evidence about what happened in prehistoric times, but not nearly as many. Anyhow, pardon me for starting off with a criticism. I'm still a Perlmutter fan. Grain brain, great concept. This concept that Perlmutter's talking about now with dropping acid is a big deal. He's talking about uric acid being a significant risk factor for cardiovascular disease, and the core linkage is carb metabolism. And I think he's absolutely right on that. I think those of us that have, it's an interesting point. Any primary care doc knows this. You go through medical school and they talk about the old concepts about gout being, quote, a rich man's disease because it's seafood, fish, a lot of steak that causes it. Well, yeah, you do have, and what that's associated with, for those of you who don't know, is yes, some risk factors associated with the purine components of DNA, meats, which are supposed to be expensive. Put all of that aside. As a primary care doctor, what is the most common reason for precipitating a gout event? It's got nothing to do with meats. It's eating tangerines at Christmas. In other words, it's getting a major fructose load. Fructose is a 5-carbon sugar, and it metabolically messes with the 5-carbon purine ring. And people with high uric acid and gout don't metabolize those very well, and they end up with the uric acid crystals actually form these needle-like formations when they precipitate, when they get too high. They precipitate especially in cartilage. So that's why you can feel the cartilage, the impact on some people's ears. But here's where it really has an impact. Podagra, or a gouty attack. One single joint, painful, short-lived arthritis. These people get major pain classically in their big toe, to where even if they have a sheet on their toe when they're lying in bed, the weight of that sheet just causes excruciating pain. So I took you through some old style concepts about medicine, through the basics of medicine, and also told you a little bit about debunking some stuff and providing some newer information. Bottom line, dropping acid, great topic. Listen to a little bit of it on YouTube if you haven't yet.